It's a cat in a cupboard.
I'm Matt. This is Killer Carl, and welcome to.
Vengeance Day.
Hey, me Matt here. This is Killer Kyle, and welcome to another episode of Wheels of Fury.
Yes, sir.
And it's that time again, Valentine's Day. So, Sunday, it's NXT Vengeance Day.
Valentine's Day won't be until the week after
Oh, well,
Vengeance Day, because Vengeance Day is this Sunday.
well,
And
okay.
then Valentine's Day will be, sometime next week.
Well,
Sometime the week, yes, next week. Next week or the week after. Anyway,
whatever.
yes, it is once again that time for NXT Vengeance Day. We are hot off the heels of a really good Royal Rumble. Had some returns, had, I guess you can kind of say, a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble, the Women's Royal Rumble. And yeah, all in all, just a really good show. We will see where they go from here with storylines, heading into the Rumble, storylines coming out of the Rumble, going into Elimination Chamber in Sydney, Australia. And yeah, things have gotten interesting, and they're still getting interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
We are, of course, on location, you could say, in my apartment.
Yeah.
Change things up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a good show. I can't remember exactly where they're gonna be on Sunday, so,
Yeah.
but the matches look good. There's actually some matches I haven't seen yet.
Vengeance Day.
Now we have the first match, I guess, the Wolf Dogs. We have Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin versus the Trick Mello game.
Yeah. Carmelo Hayes and Trek Williams. Now, Trek is going to be pulling double duty that night because he's participating in the finals of the Dusty Tag Team Classic with Carmelo Hayes against, yes, the War Dogs, which is an unusual name, but nonetheless, we got Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker, and then he will be in the main event, which we will get to in a little bit. It still seems to me that they are teasing a breakup of the Trick Mello gang, if you will,
Yeah.
and maybe Carmelo turning on Trick, possibly.
I mean, if Carmelo Hayes is going to Raw, then that's a possibility. I don't know what their plans are for him, but that's the plan. He's going to Raw or SmackDown. However, there's a rumor that in the upcoming future, for some reason, I say that, but what I mean is, I don't know how they're going to do this. Trick Williams might become a main event player.
Possibly,
And
yeah.
so, also, a main event at WrestleMania. I don't know exactly when. It won't be this year, obviously, so...
Yeah. I have a feeling if Carmelo ends up on the main roster, you could say, full-time, I have a feeling he's going to end up on SmackDown, considering the fact he's, already had a few matches on SmackDown, like he participated in the United States tournament for the number 1 contender. And so he's already done a few matches on SmackDown. So I have a feeling if he does end up leaving NXT and being on the main roster full time, I have a feeling it'll be SmackDown.
Okay, that sounds good. And I mean, the same goes for Braun Breaker. He's been signed to, I believe it's going to be SmackDown, even though I think it should be Raw.
Right.
The writing's on the wall. Dude's got to beat Gunther. Finally break the Intercontinental title streak by...
Right.
Hey, anyways. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to pick the War Dogs.
Yeah, I got a feeling Braun and Corbin are going to win.
Whoa.
And then that'll either lead into Carmelo turning on Trek after that match, or Carmelo will maybe screw Trek out of the main event match,
Yeah.
which we'll get to in a little bit.
Vengeance Day.
So next we have Lara Valkyria defending the NXT Women's Championship against Roxanne Perez.
Yeah. You know, as much as I think Lyra has been a good champion, and she has, I think Roxanne Perez needs a proper reign. I don't know what happened last time, where she, you know, played dead or whatever the hell it was, but she lost the title,
Right,
or she had to relinquish it, or whatever the fuck.
right.
So I think she definitely needs a run at the title.
Yeah.
A longer run.
Right, yeah.
Nothing to take away from Lyra Valkyria, but I think that Roxanne Perez is going to win this match. I don't know how, but I think that's going to happen.
And it definitely seems to be like we're seeing a more intense, a more aggressive, not quite vicious side of Roxanne Perez, but definitely a more serious, a more intense, a more physical side of Roxanne. Like, when she first came in, she was, happy to be there and, the good girl, and, she did end up winning the NXT Women's Championship. She did win the Women's Breakout Tournament ahead of that, and then won the championship and had a run with the championship. And then it just seemed to be, as time went on, being infused with, like, Blair Davenport and I think Gigi Dolan and Tiffany Stratton, I believe, and others. It really just seemed to bring out that extra, just that intensity in her that I think has been in her for a while, but she hasn't really needed to bring it out. Well, we started seeing it in her rivalry with Blair Davenport, which led into, other matches, and then, of course, leading into this Sunday coming up. She still got that intensity, and, with Lyra, or with Tatum Paxley kind of being Lyra's, a fangirl of Lyra, almost reminiscent of Mickie James and Trish Stratus years ago, 2007 I think it was, 2006, somewhere in there. Not quite to the extent that it went, well, I guess kind of, because there was that tag team match with Lyra and Tatum against, I believe it was Lola Vice and Elektra Lopez, and friggin' Tatum dressing up like Lyra.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I mean, you also got the fact that she could help Lyra win.
Yes.
So, that's kind of unfortunate. Well, I don't know.
We'll see.
But yeah, I definitely think Roxanne needs to win.
Right.
Another run at the title, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, for sure.
Vengeance Day.
So this match, we have a rematch for the North American title. We have Oba, whatever his last name is.
Oba Family, I believe?
Oh yeah. Versus Dragon Lee.
Yeah.
And I mean, here's the thing, like, once again, Dragon Lee is on SmackDown. Why are we giving him another rematch for the North American title?
Because it seems like they're giving him a good run in NXT before they have him go on to SmackDown well, on a full-time basis, you could say. Much like, what they did with Dominic Mysterio. Yes, Dominic was on Raw at the time, but he had been on Raw for a while.
Yeah.
And then, he went to NXT for a little bit, won the North American title, held it like twice, and then he, lost it to Dragon Lee, and he's, doing things still on Raw with the Judgment Day. I don't know when they intend on putting a singles title on Dom on Raw.
Right.
But it'll be at some point in the future. But I believe they did that so that it's like, okay, we know what Dom will be like as a champion. The heel tactics, everything with the Judgment Day, Rhea Ripley, Finn, Priest, JD McDonough. So we already know, I have a general idea of with him with the championship on Raw, whenever he's going to get a shot at title on Raw. I don't think it'd be the Intercontinental title, but
Yeah.
or US or whatever. So now with Dragon Lee, it's like, okay, when Dragon Lee came in, he was on NXT. He was only on NXT for like not even a month. It was about 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Very short run. And then he was on SmackDown, had a few matches on SmackDown, and then it's like, okay, we'll put him back on NXT, have him get more used to the production of things, and have a good run in NXT, and then, move him over to SmackDown again, and, have him do his own thing, or continue on SmackDown.
Right.
I don't see Dragon getting the title back.
No, I think the Nigerian powerhouse is going to retain. I mean, look at him.
Yeah.
He's probably going to be one of the biggest guys in NXT that'll have a long reign with the North American title. That's my opinion. And yeah, I don't see Dragon Lee win. I mean,
Right.
the fact they took a guy from Ring of Honor and they, basically made him an NXT superstar. We'll see how far it goes. And now that he's on SmackDown, we'll see if he can have a run with the U.S. title
Yeah.
or whatever. But no, I think Oba Fleming's going to win.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, fuck, look what he did to not only Dragon Lee, but also the Cruz and Joaquin Wilde.
Yeah.
Vengeance Day.
For the NXT Tag Team titles, we got the family of Tony D'Angelo and the Underboss.
Tony Stacks.
Yeah, Channing Stacks Lorenzo versus OTM. And OTM has done very well for themselves. They really haven't had very many matches. in NXT. They've already had an opportunity at the tag titles. Of course, that was a four-way. Now this is straight up one-on-one. But I don't see OTM
No,
getting the tag titles. I see the family retaining, honestly.
not right now. I think OTM will get the tag team titles eventually.
Right.
But yeah, Vengeance Day, it's gonna be the family. And yeah.
Vengeance
Yeah,
Day.
Dijak versus the grunge wannabe, I guess, Joe Gacy.
Like, okay. It's nice to see that Dijak has bounced back really nicely from his time in Retribution. He's had some really good matches. You know, he had a really good series of matches with Wes Lee. He's had some other really good matches. And so it's nice to see him bounce back from that. Joe Gacy, okay. When he first came in and he was leading Schism, him and Young Veterans and Ava Raine, he was like a cult leader. Come join us, we will help your career, we will improve your career, you know, we'll get you to a championship, you know, just follow my leadership. And then, you know, as we all pretty much know by now, Girls with Young Veterans have moved over to TNA. Ava Raine right now is the NXT General Manager, which is cool, nothing wrong with that. Joe Gacy has lost his ever-loving fucking mind.
Yep.
Like, he's friggin' hopping out of the trunk of the family's car. He's behind Booker T and Becca Joseph and the crowd on commentary. He's coming out of the seat of a friggin' forklift backstage. He's doing all this stuff, and then this past Wednesday, you got Dijak sitting at a table backstage. He's reviewing the footage of, you know, him and Gacy and this brawl and taking notes or whatever. Gacy comes in, they start chatting it up, and then they get into a brawl. They're friggin' brawling backstage, and then they end up outside. They're on top of a production truck or whatever the fuck it is, and it's right next to a dumpster. They're fighting on top of the dumpster, and then Dijak ends up booting Gacy. Gacy goes flying into the dumpster. Then you got Ava Raine confronting Dijak. Dijak's like, I want Gacy no disqualification at Vengeance Day. And Ava's like, are you kidding me? How can I do that? You don't even know the condition of Gacy, what condition he's going to be in. All of a sudden here, coming from inside the dumpster, here's Joe Gacy popping his head up. Oh, no disqualification. That sounds fun. And then he falls back into the dumpster and it's like, okay, one, Joe Gacy is an absolute stark raving madman. I don't know where the hell they're taking this character, but it's like he's just completely fucking unhinged. And then, so yeah, we're going to get Joe Gacy, Dijak, no disqualification at Vengeance Day. And it's like, it seems as if they have taken Joe Gacy and they're turning him into almost kind of like Kane and Undertaker from back in the day. Like, just no matter what you do to them, you couldn't fucking hurt them. And it seems like that's what they're doing with Joe Gacy. Not only is he just completely unhinged, maniac, whatever the hell you want to call it, but it's like, you could shit the living piss out of him, and he'll keep coming back with the fucking Terminator. So who knows what's gonna go on with this match. It's gonna be fucking wild and chaotic, and
Oh, yeah.
I imagine fun to watch, but yeah.
Yeah, you better bring lunch. I
Yeah.
mean, shit, that's gonna be a good match for sure. I love Joe Gacy. I have since he's been in Schism. This character, yeah, I don't know where it's going. I really don't, but Jack, we all know what kind of person he is. Again, another Ring of Honor alumni.
Yes.
This god awful fucking piece of shit, fucking bullshit, fucking thing, fucking bullshit, fucking slitting opening act thing with. I even forgot the fucking name of it.
Retribution.
Yeah. Anyways, he did a lot of great work on NXT once again.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a hell of a match, but these two guys are very similar.
Yes.
So it's like, get your popcorn, because it's gonna be a hell of a ride.
Yeah, for sure. And it's another thing of it too is like, okay, you have this match. Whoever wins, whoever loses, okay, we'll find out Sunday.
Yeah.
Coming off of this Atlas match, are we just gonna have Dijak go on to somebody else, Gacy go on to somebody else? In feuds, are we going to keep this feud going? Don't really know where we're going to go after this match. Nonetheless, this match is going to be, ooh, buddy.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Bring your popcorn, bring a lunch or two, and it's going to be wild.
Vengeance Day.
We have the main event for the NXT Championship. Trick Williams, once again, this time challenging for the NXT Championship against the Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is going to be an interesting thing because, like I said, Carmelo Hayes is going to be possibly, I think he's possibly going to probably SmackDown.
Yeah.
Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe, yeah.
But one of the two. So, something's going to happen. Hey, I could even see Trick Williams turn on Carmelo during the Take Team match. Instant heel. So now you have somebody to go against Dragunov who is clearly a face.
Oh yeah, very, very popular.
As far as this match goes, yeah, you know what? I honestly think that Trick is gonna probably win.
It'd be interesting.
I think because I love Dragunov, I think he's been a hell of a champion.
Right.
If you can push Trick, and who knows, maybe continue this feud with Dragunov.
Maybe, yeah.
But I can't believe I'm saying this, but yeah, I picked Trick Williams.
I'm gonna take Dragunov.
Okay.
I mean, like we said, don't really see Trick and Mello winning the finals of the Dusty Classic. And then, Matt thinks Trick will turn on Carmelo during that match. Like I said, either Carmelo could turn on Trick after that tag, the finals, or screw Trick out of the, NXT Championship. We'll find out Sunday which one of us is going to be right.
Yeah, trick or treat, motherfucker.
So, with that, we conclude the predictions for NXT Vengence Day. We normally would do this actually tomorrow night, but Matt won't be here. But we will, of course, be doing the play-by-play for Vengeance Day.
Hey.
Vengeance Day is looking like it's going to be a good show. We'll see what happens heading into Elimination Chamber. And then after Elimination Chamber, we go into AEW's Revolution, March the 3rd. And then I don't really know what's after that. Probably something TNA related.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then, of course, April, we go into, of course, WrestleMania, the 6th and 7th. But with that, we say, here's to the Vengeance Day Protections. Here's to what's going to be a really good show for me and Matt, for myself. We will see you on Sunday.
Здоровья.
На здоровье. Deuces.